I want to teach you this move. How about it?
Yeah, I'm really gonna say no. Duh.
Please teach me.
Of course I want to learn it.
Well,
I
there's
believe
no
this is
time
one
like
that you
the
can
present.
learn from
I'll teach
someone
you right
else
here, right
in
now.
Shenmue 2 as
It's
well,
a
maybe
move
from
from
Scroll.
Jutsu called Double Blow. I'll show you the footwork first, so watch carefully.
Yeah, it's basically
Take
he's
one step
taking a clue.
forward
Is what he
and
means. He's moved
build
feet.
up your energy, then strike with your arms and legs at the same time.
Move,
This
basically
is the
move
double
forwards,
blow. Now
press
you
punch
try.
and kick at the
First,
same time.
quickly shift your weight forward.
Although, well, he's actually telling you, he'll take you one step at a time. If you do that, he'll then tell you how to do the other things.
My compliments.
But since I know what
You mastered it with so little instructions.
the buttons are, I might as well
You
go
are
straight
truly
to
a
the end.
Hazuki. Your father would be very proud
It
of
also
you.
helps that I played the game before, you know.
Nah, I'm still...
But even so, that
Ability.
was amazing. Double blow was developed during the 16th century.
Cool.
It's a very powerful technique, and if done properly, the blow can be felt even through armor.
It also has an upgraded version where you do a,
Do you want to practice some more?
literally
to
a double
make
attack.
sure
You put
you've
your hand out
mastered it?
first to stagger them, then you step forward and do the second blow to
Yes.
do more damage.
Please.
And it's one that you do during the cinematic,
Good.
and it looks pretty damn
Training
cool there, to be
always
fair.
pays off.
I
Let us
still just
continue.
prefer the other one as a forward strike, whatever it was called. I prefer the other one because I don't know, it just suits my style more. No, derp. God damn it! Press both buttons, thank you.
Well, if you're not happy with your form, why not practice a bit more?
Might as well. It gets me more
Yes,
training
please.
up with my skills. I didn't get this last time
Okay,
around. With the last recording
continue.
session I did, I mean. Because I did come by here a few times. I just must have come around at the wrong time, and also the fact that I thought it was later on, so I wasn't even really trying to get it. But cool, cool. I have it now.
Well,
No, that's the last
if you're
of it.
not happy with your form, why
I'd
not
continue
practice
training
a
if
bit
I could.
more?
But it won't let me.
No, I think I've got it.
I see. Well, I'm not getting
Why
any
am I
younger.
yawning all of a sudden?
I'm glad that I could teach you while I'm still able. You're still very young.
Trapping
Work hard,
cables with my
and you will
legs.
surpass even your father.
Yes. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Someday, I'd like us to drink sake together.
Why am I doing that?
Me too.
I look forward to that day.
Oh no, I've noticed something different though. Even though I'm recording, I can't hear myself in my headset this time, which makes a nice change. Usually I can hear my own voice echoing back through it. I'm not sure why. I mean, it can be useful to let me know that I'm definitely still on thingy. Well, that's why I sometimes so I can hear myself, but I don't need to this time. Hey, dude.
Are you alright?
You have a random QTE with him later.
Are you
well,
sure?
an optional
I'm
one where he tries to
okay.
attack you and you just sort of step aside from him and stuff. Right, is this Mampuku-ken? No, that's Yamaji. Where's the Mampuku-ken then? Let's have a look at the map. I don't usually I don't usually go to Mampuku-ken Ramen. Jupiter Jackets, Patches, Bakery, Baba Maeda, Tobacco Hirata, Bocha Tamora, Baberlu, Tea Sponcado. Oh yeah, there are two on tea stores, aren't there? Mampuku-ken Ramen near Okayama Heights. Let's head on down that way. I might just make it before they close. Maybe. Give it a try. If not, obviously I'll just come back tomorrow. I think I'll also go get a drink because I just did do some training and all. So yeah, she's kind of a role-playing aspect that I like to get into. You know, if he's done some training, he's made himself all hot and sweaty, then you should go and get a drink to, you know, because it has the electrolytes. It has what plants crave and all that stuff. You know? Yeesh. I know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Good, because I know what I mean. Then again, it's a food place, so they're probably open later, aren't they? Speaking of ramen, though, and noodles, one of the things he said he wanted to, that Suzuki said he wanted to put in the original game was that noodles would get soggy after a certain amount of time. I don't know whether he meant noodles that you have in your inventory or noodles that are in shops and things. But he said he wanted to have things like that. So, some kind of food decay system, basically. Which was one of the cooler elements they put into Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, to be fair. But yeah, it's another one of those things that shows that... No, it's not that one. That Shenmue was ahead of the curve when it came to... This is it. Shenmue was ahead of the curve when it... Oh yeah, it's definitely open. It doesn't open until the evening. Well, mid-afternoon. I think I said 1500, so like 3 in the afternoon-ish. Wait, is that the same character model as Women's from the Ajiichi, just younger?
Excuse me.
Yes, what is it?
Looks that way.
I'm looking for any members of the
Very
Three
similar.
Blades.
The Three Blades? How
Just
do
a
you
younger
know
version.
about the Three Blades?
Ajiichi told me.
Tao-san of the Ajiichi told me about it.
Yeesh.
He suggested I could find out more here.
Is that
And a few
so?
other places.
My husband used to be a cook, Three Blades.
Used
Your
to be.
husband?
Yes, but I'm afraid he's passed away.
Oh, poor guy.
About the Three
So
Blades.
what can you tell me, Women's?
My husband, he died a while back.
What's that on her
But I
mouth?
can
Does she
introduce
have,
you
like,
to 2 other people,
a cold
Who
sore
would
or
that
something?
Yong-sun and Woo-sun.
Yang-san and Wu-san?
And where are
They
they?
both work at the steel mill, but they're originally Three Blades members.
Steel mill.
Where should I go to meet them?
I
Is that-
hear they go drinking together at night, so you can probably find them at a bar around here.
I'll give it
Do
a
you
try.
have any idea which
Thank
one?
You.
Young and Wu frequent bars in the evenings. Can you give me any other ideas about where to go? No. Oh, let me lock onto her again. Well, turn around then. Turn around again. Now can I lock on? There we go. Oh, wait, no. Let me lock onto her again. Huh. Not you, dude. There we go. Can you tell me any more?
The Three Blades.
That is a
The only
big
ones I
pan.
know are Yong-sun and Woo-sun. I hear that they drink together at bars in this area. That and... Why
And
don't you ask other Three Blades members? And there's that pat shop
which?
just
Oh, I
down
see.
from
She's
Tom's
going to
Hot
tell me
Dogs.
more about
Got it. And
Three
thank
Blades
you.
members. That
Thanks
looks like
anyway.
a Tasty Din Dins, actually. Not a Mega Beef Bowl Tasty Din Dins, but still a Tasty Din Dins. Okay, well, since it's evening time... yeah, since it's evening time, I will stop by. And, try the Yokosuka bar. This is where Akemi works, isn't it? Ish. I like Akemi, she's pretty cool. Akemi, lend me a motorcycle. Oh, lend me your motorcycle. Whatever it is he says. She's like, do I look like I drive a motorcycle? Or something
Hi,
like
Rio.
that. Ish. Hey, women's. Gee, I wonder who these two are.
You're still a minor.
Yes.
Ine-san's worried, you know.
Yes.
Alright.
I think that's them. I half remember doing this
Sanjo-san.
once before.
Ah, Ryo.
I'm
He'll
looking
be able to
for
tell
a
me who they are.
Yang-san and a Wu-san here.
What? My name is Young.
And
Is it
I'm
him or is
Wu.
it? No, it's the other guy, isn't it? The guy in the.
Excuse me, but do either of you know a Chinese
No, it is him,
man
isn't
named
it? He
Lan
tells me
Di?
to go to the MJQ
Lan
Jazz
Di?
Bar or
No,
Heartbeats
I
Bar.
don't know him.
Me neither.
I was told that you two were 3 Blade members, and so you might know something.
Ah, you hear that at
Former
Manpuku Ken
3
Ramen?
Blades members.
So Yamamoto-san remembered.
No, he's dead.
The mole near Yamamoto-san's mouth
Oh.
is quite sexy. Very nice indeed.
If she sent you, then
Dude.
I suppose we can help.
You
We
sound
used to be apprentice
very
tailors as
dude.
3 bladers.
But we weren't
Yeah.
cut out for it. Now
I'm not
we
surprised
work
with
at the
that
steel
attitude.
mill.
He's
Do you
like,
plan to stay on
"Oh,
Yokosuka
yeah.
long?
The yen is very strong. I can make more money working in Japan than in China.
I'll work hard in Japan 5 more years, then go back to China and build a house.
I see.
Sounds like a plan.
Thanks.
But can you tell me anything of use? Kemi-san. But can you tell me anything of actual significance? Alright, let's try talking to
about
him
the-
first.
Ah, about 3 blades, right? Of
Yes.
all the 3 blade members in Dobuita, Liu-san knows the Chinese best.
There we go.
Liu-san at Liu Barber and Hair Salon used
That's
to
where I
have
need to
a
go.
tailor shop. He was our
Wait.
mentor.
The shop's
So-
been closed lately, but I hear he's about ready to
2
open
different
up.
members of the
I
3
see.
blades.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Good
2
for
different.
you, yo.
Yes,
2 different 3
thanks.
blades trades even. There we go. Dun dun dun. I should visit Liu Barber and Hair Salon. I keep going the wrong bleeding way. Right, it's not going to be open now, so just head on home. Ine-san will be worried about me, like Akemi-san told me. So, yeah, I should probably head back. You know, ish. Get an early night and all that stuff. Hey, women's. Right, there he is. Look at him. Ish. It has to be like really late at night or something for it to work.
Ryo, I'm worried about you.
I'm fine, don't worry.
Look, I understand how you feel.
No,
but
you really don't.
you
You have an
really
idea,
shouldn't
but
get
you
so
don't know.
involved.
But I just can't let this thing
Even
go.
if you'd experienced the exact same
At
thing,
least be careful.
you're not the
I
exact
will.
same person, and
See you
people deal
later.
with different things in different ways. It's one thing that's always bugged me when people say, "I know how you feel." No, you really don't. You may be able to relate, you may empathize, you may have an idea, but you don't know. Is that still closed? Yes, it is. I can see the little red thing at the bottom. It's like a gangster office or something. There's some interesting conversations that happen in there that, again, I was open until 7, that are completely optional. There's one, I've talked to one guy at one point. I tried to get this last time with my failed recording session, but it didn't work for some reason. But you talk to one of them, one of the dudes, and he's like, and then the big mafia boss guy is like, hey, he's just a kid. And Ryo just completely doesn't get it that the guys are actually gangsters. I'm like, seriously, he's that dense.
It looks like I
Then
can
again, he
practice
also
here.
doesn't get it that
Think I'll
Nozomi
warm up a bit.
wants to jump his bones every time
I'll
she
lose
sees
my
him.
edge if I don't practice.
Dude, seriously, are you that dense? And yeah, he kind of is. Okay, at the moment, he's kind of fixated on the death of his father and stuff, but before that, it's clear that he had amazingly strong feelings for her, and he's clearly picked up on the fact that she has feelings for him as well. So, dude, just, you know, it's the 1980s, not the 1680s. Japan was becoming a lot more liberal back then, especially amongst the younger people. So, you know, they've actually become more conservative since then, weirdly enough. Which tends to happen with most societies when you think about it. They become liberal for a while, and then they take that to the extreme, and you start getting the stupid shit we're getting now. And it has a pushback of more conservative values until you find a happy medium between the two. Japan is now in the conservative side of things, whereas the Western world is in the more liberal
That's
side
enough.
of things. But give it a little while and we'll start... Well, we're already starting to see the push back. It's just give it a while and the pushback will start gaining traction. For the moment, not so much. The so-called liberal, which is entirely not liberal, it's extremely authoritarian in nature. Yes, politics, I am really talking politics. All that stuff is at the forefront, whereas the genuinely liberal people are being marginalised and are being seen as the conservatives. I mean, just think about how people throw around the term conservative, or more specifically Republican, as an insult. Now yes, there are a lot of people in the Republican Party that really are loonpots, but you need to understand something. America makes up less than 0.5% of the entire population of the entire planet. Just let that sink in. I may have some more conservative values on certain subjects than the so-called progressives. That doesn't make me a bloody Republican. I vote Liberal Democrat. I mean, come on. And I'm beginning to reconsider that in favour of Labour, because the Liberal Democrats are going on the anti-science, sort of end of the spectrum. Now there it is. Which is something that really bugs me, the whole, you know, the GMO foods and stuffs. The idea that genetically modified din-dins can somehow change the DNA of a person. Stop reading the tabloids, please. I read one recently, actually, about fracking, where they were talking about this report that had been written and said that it proved that fracking was dangerous. And if you actually read the report that they linked to, the first line of the second paragraph of the conclusion clearly states, we do not see cause for concern. What they did talk about was the potential dangers. And of course there are potential dangers. There are potential dangers in scratching your ass.
Good.
That doesn't mean you should never do it. You know? Seriously. Why is people so fucking dishonest? Anyway, let's not get on that. I'm playing Shenmue. Shenmue is awesome. Although politics is part of the reason that the game died, I suppose. I mean, not real life politics, but politics, you know. The fact that the game look, a lot of people wonder why Shenmue failed. They thought that it didn't have the attach rate and stuff, and to be honest, the main reason Shenmue failed is because the Dreamcast failed. Unfortunately, not enough people bought Dreamcast, so not enough people bought Shenmue. By the time it got to the point where the Shenmue 2 was ported to the Xbox, a lot of the interest had died down, and people were like, well, we want the first game as well, because it's not like something like Metal Gear where they are self-contained games. This actually has save files and everything that carry over. It's like when they released Mass Effect 2 on the PlayStation 3, people were like, huh? And it had a lot more publicity by then, to be fair, so that was able to get around it. But imagine if Mass Effect had been a very niche appeal that nobody'd really ever paid that much attention to, and then they released the second one on the PlayStation 3, and people would have been like, what's this game? And maybe a few would have gotten it. But, you know, I know what I mean. Anyway, you know what, I'm going to save it on the bottom slot. Just in case something goes wrong with the recording session, I can always come back to it that way. Because, yeah, in case something happens like what happened last time, where I lost a whole big, huge bunch of the recording stuff. Come on, game. Stop being game. Thank you. And then go get some sleeps. Sleepy sleep, 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 sleepy sleep, 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 sleep. Sleepity, sleepity, sleep, sleep, sleep. I'm trying not to progress the story too quickly, partly because I want to show as much of the game as possible. One of the important things that I want to show as much of as possible is the clues, and you can only get one clue per day. So, I tend to try and come home earlier than ish. Plus, that helps me stick with my come home before 10 o'clock every night thing if I leave earlier, because I want to get the clue the next day. Right? Ish. Is Ine-san going to be there? She probably is. Ish. Let's let the women's be women's. Go on, women's. Let's have a quick chat with her, see if she has anything interesting to say.
Do you know the Dew Barber and Hair Salon?
It doesn't look like you need a haircut just yet.
I don't know, his hair is a bit...
but I was thinking about changing my hairstyle.
Is that so?
Good comeback.
Well, I suppose that wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll give you some extra allowance money tomorrow.
Yeah, take
no
it, dude.
thanks, Ine-san. I have enough.